master emotional intelligence, you gain the power to respond rather than react. How often have you been baited into a conflict because someone pushed your emotional buttons? How many times have you regretted actions taken in the heat of the moment? Emotional intelligence gives you the ability to pause, to choose your response, to remain calm in the face of provocation. Principle number 4. Build your circle of influence. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who challenge you to be better, who support your dreams. Your circle of influence is like a fortress. The stronger it is, the more impenetrable you become to negative external forces. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Let your circle be a source of strength, inspiration, and growth. Principle number 5. Continuously improve yourself. This is perhaps the most powerful principle of all. When you commit to constant self-improvement, you create an ever-widening gap between yourself and your enemies. If you improve yourself by just 1% every day, in 70 days, you will be twice as good as you are now. In a year, you will be 37 times better. Can you see how powerful this is? While your enemies are busy plotting against you, you're busy becoming a better version of yourself every single day. Your purpose is your North Star. It's the reason you get out of bed in the morning. It's what drives you to push through obstacles and keep going when times get tough. Your purpose isn't just about you. It's about the impact you can have on the world. It's about the lives you can touch, the changes you can make, the legacy you can leave behind. When you're truly focused on your purpose, petty conflicts and rivalries fade into insignificance. Why? Because you're playing a bigger game. You're not concerned with winning arguments or proving points. You're concerned with fulfilling your potential and making your unique contribution to the world. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're an entrepreneur with a vision to revolutionize education through technology. You have got a competitor who's constantly trying to undermine you, spreading rumors, copying your ideas. Now, you could spend your energy fighting back, trying to expose them, trying to win each little battle. Or you could pour that energy into perfecting your product, into reaching more students, into actually changing lives through education. Which approach do you think will yield better results in the long run? Which approach will leave you feeling more fulfilled? Which approach will have a greater impact on the world? When you're focused on your purpose, you don't have time for enemies, you're too busy changing the world. Self-awareness is like having a mirror for your soul. It allows you to see yourself clearly, without distortion, without self-deception. Self-awareness means understanding your values, your beliefs, your strengths, and yes, even your weaknesses. It means being honest with yourself about your fears, your insecurities, your biases. Why is this important in the context of dealing with enemies? Because most of the time our enemies are able to affect us because they tap into our insecurities. They find our weak spots and exploit them. But when you're self-aware, you take that power away from them. You know your weak spots and you're working on them. You understand your triggers, so you're not easily provoked. You're clear about your values, so you're not swayed by others' opinions or judgments. Self-awareness also helps you understand why you perceive certain people as enemies in the first place. Often what we dislike in others is a reflection of what we dislike in ourselves. By understanding this, we can start to dissolve those enmities, to see our enemies as fellow human beings, perhaps even as teachers showing us where we need to grow. Let me share a personal story to illustrate this point. Early in my career,